Hello YouTube and welcome to another Beerumentary segment. We're here at Covered Bridge Brewing, and where can you be found?
119 Ivor Road in Stittsville.
And how long have you been here?
About a year and a half now.
And how many styles of beer can people expect to get from here?
Well, we try to go for 5 main ones, but we usually end up having 8 or 9 available at the brewery at any time.
And growlers, and we have a few 500s in there.
Yeah, we've got the 1.89 liters, the 1 liters, and the 500 mils. Most of the time.
Alrighty, so any thoughts on the new rulings that have come out recently from the Ontario government?
I don't think it'll have much of an effect on us. It's probably more for the bigger craft breweries that are packaging already. Hopefully, I think with the grocery stores are probably going to be taking more of the main big brand stuff, but hopefully that will just leave more space in the LCBO for the craft brewers to get in there and get a bit more exposure.
Alrighty. Here in Ottawa, when I was here last, there was like 3 or 4 breweries. In the last 2 years, it's jumped up. I mean, I sent out 11 emails when I was coming up. 2 questions for you then. What do you think has made the growth happen in Ottawa to almost be a mini Toronto in the beer industry? And what do you think has made it go so fast?
Honestly, I don't know what's made it go so fast. I think most of the credit as far as it growing the way it has, or sort of shooting up the way it has, is you can probably give that to Bose for exposing the people of Ottawa to craft beer, and then probably to the guys at Broadhead for showing you that you don't have to be a big brewery in order to make it work. So those guys, I think, are really the pioneers here. And then, of course, Beyond the Pale as well, which helped to kind of spread the craft beer gospel, so to speak. And yeah, we've noticed the same thing. When we opened, I think there was probably 4 regular craft breweries in town. And since then, there's been at least another dozen open. But it's never a bad thing as far as I'm concerned. The more craft beer we have, the more likely people are to find something they like, and the more likely we can turn them from their regular main brand stuff to some craft.
And also along the same venue, what do you think made it take so long before the explosion happened?
Well, they call Ottawa the city that fun forgot. So maybe for a while there we had kind of forgotten our fun, and I think we're relearning it again, and people are experiencing all this great beer, and I think it's just going to get bigger and go faster. So.
Now you're mostly local licensees?
Yep.
Now, have you found any trouble at all working with any licensees? Do you hear stories of people?
There's always going to be a couple that are a problem to work with, right? But yeah. We've been very lucky. For us, we don't actually do a lot of bars and restaurants just because we've been so busy in the retail space. So we've been able to be relatively choosy about the places that we go into. So it's a nice problem to have.
And direct deliver to those places. Yeah. Beer is beautiful. I mean, we've tried a bunch of them. I love the double-double. I love the one that's not fully ready. The last one, the Black IPA, was great. The Session IPA is great. The Blonde and the Amber are both beers you can drink without complaint. I mean, there isn't one thing on the menu that you showed us that I have any complaint, but I would actually sit there with my head underneath one of those taps. And I mean, that's a great thing. If you haven't been out here, you really should. You two, any questions?
No. We enjoyed pretty much all of the beers we had. With Chad though, the first 2, they're good. Everything after that was fantastic. My favorite was the double sweet stout and the Kevin's breakfast in glass.
If you can get any kind of hops, which one would you pick for crazy beer?
Question. I'd like to try Citra. I mean, there's so much hype around it, and I've tried some really great beers with Citra. So I wouldn't mind trying it, but we've been really lucky getting, for the most part, hops that we want. And sometimes we get hops that we didn't want, and they turn out great. So yeah, we've been very lucky.
Now, do you think Ottawa can support a bunch more breweries?
I think so. I mean, I don't know about a bunch more, but I don't think we're at our saturation point by any means. So, like I said, the more breweries out there, the more likely people are to find something they like. We don't need to fight each other for the craft beer market. We need to just get a couple percent from the big guys, and we're laughing.
Very true, and it's something that some guys don't really realize. They don't seem to think they have to fight each other for. not all of them, but there are some that do.
The nice thing in Ottawa, I think, is that there seems to be a very collaborative attitude among the brewers. So I don't think I've ever had a problem where I've, approached a brewer for some help, and they're always willing to help. And same thing back, right? Somebody calls us up and says they need something, we're happy to do it if we can.
So the story of camaraderie and craft brewing is fully alive in Ottawa.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's great to hear.
Unless they're talking behind my back.
So Covered Bridge Brewing in Stittsville, you really have to make a point to get yourself down here.
Thank you.
Goodbye.